Hi there, welcome to episode 17 of Cyberpunk. Yes, I'm wearing a red shirt. Someone's bound to comment on that. I know that Misty said stay away from reds, but inevitably, t-shirts being what they are, you have to wear them sometimes. Firstly, I just want to thank everyone who submitted questions to the question and answer session that I did on Thursday of last week. I think it went very well. I had a great time making that video and answering some of the many stacks of questions that came in from you. All of the questions that did not get used in that first episode are still safe. I've had them in a big list. I'm adding to them as new questions come in as well. You can still submit questions as and when you feel like doing so, but please start it off with Q and A. I'll put that on the screen as well to remind you, because that is the filter I use for finding questions. If you don't put Q and A, there is a strong possibility that I won't be able to find your question when I need to. And just on that subject, can I mention too, I use YouTube Studio as my means of seeing and responding to the comments that you leave. I sometimes use it on a tablet, I've got an iPad, sometimes I use it on an Android phone, sometimes using it on a PC, which I'm doing right now, and there is a difference between the way it displays on those various things. But long story short, it is possible, it seems, for comments to disappear, and I just don't get to see them, and I'm not sure why that is. The various ways that I can filter, and there are filters you can apply, find me everything that I've not responded to, find me things I have responded to which have new responses on top of that. Sometimes it just does not seem to pick up on every comment, and I've had one or two people say, where's my comment gone, in another comment that they've put, and I've had to say to them, what comment? Because I never got to see it in the first place. I think you do know, most of you watching will know, that I do read every comment that comes in, and I respond to an awful lot of the comments that come in too. So if it appears that a comment goes missing or something like that, it's not my doing. I just want to point this out. I am not responsible for the organisation of how comments are presented in the comments section. And that is done by YouTube Studio. So I just wanted to mention that because it does happen. I'm aware of its imperfections. It is a really good system, but it's not foolproof. And of course, if I haven't seen a comment, then I can't know that it's gone missing either. But that's come up a few times now, maybe 3 or 4 times people have said this, that they wondered what had happened. And I honestly can't tell you is the answer. Right, that's that. Let's move on. Housekeeping from Cyberpunk episode 16. Lots of comments came in about cameras and specifically turning them off so that they cannot be used by enemy combatants to work out where you are and share that information amongst their friends. I have been using cameras a lot recently because it seems to suit the approach that I'm taking to combat, in that I seem to prefer using the software method of finding out where my enemies are and dealing with them, rather than using weapons to do so. I have resorted to using the ballistic solution to turning off cameras. In the last episode I tried it out on, 3-4 cameras, something like that, and it works, but of course it is drastic and irreversible, and there's always the chance I might need to turn cameras back on for my own use and benefit at some point. So I do realise that, and it's a good reminder that people have given me. Net running through the very largest part of the rescue attempt of Evelyn, who is pictured here, was extremely satisfactory, and it felt like a real step forward in my gameplay. It was only towards the very end of that rescue attempt that the layout of corridors led to some jump scares and sudden ambush style encounters with adversaries, and I had to resort to conventional weapons, including bouncing grenades off walls, which was quite satisfying in its own way. I was massively focused on Evelyn as well last episode, especially as we drew nearer to where she was, but I know that the BrainDance factory is a fascinatingly gruesome place. It was so well conceived and realised by the devs though, so I shall be going back there to explore that area more thoroughly in the future in its own right. And on that subject, I just want to say, please, if I have missed things, and this is more of a reminder to everybody, please don't tell me you missed this, you missed that, because I am going to be making subsequent playthroughs of the game, and because of that, I don't need to know that I've missed something, if you see what I'm getting at. there's every chance that I will encounter this again in a subsequent playthrough and just by happenstance find whatever it is that you're telling me I've missed. I know I missed the tarot there, and I will look for it when I go back. It may be that I missed other things too, and if I do a thorough exploration of the BrainDance factory when I return to it, I may find those things and other things as well. So I just wanted to mention that because someone had asked in the Q&A what is too spoilery, and they made a specific reference about, is it too spoilery to say that there is a particular item in a particular location? Yes, it is really too spoilery to say that. I'd rather either find it naturally or not find it. Either of those two outcomes is perfectly fine with me because that's a first time authentic experience that way. Okay. Some comments came in about crafting too. It isn't an area that I've had time to look at yet. What I really need to do is find some free time, and you wouldn't believe how hard it is to find free time, just to sit down, not make any progress in the game, but just to look at the menus and work out how crafting works. So that will be happening shortly. Thankfully, up till now, it hasn't really been an issue because the enemies haven't overwhelmed me to the degree where it's the crafting of things which have been crippling me and holding me back and causing me to fail. But I can see the value for the future of using things like those blueprints for crafting things, enhancing weapons too, and saving money by doing so instead of having to spend hard-earned eddies to buy things outright. So let's recap actual events from episode 16. That's the housekeeping out of the way. We have successfully rescued Evelyn, and I think only in the nick of time. The BrainDance factory was a well-defended fortress. It was labyrinthine as well. It was a hellhole. It was very stressful to take on, which you probably gathered. The emails and other messages, bits of information and lore that we picked up from laptops and other sources kind of suggested that Evelyn had already been used in at least a demo XPD and maybe the real thing for a client, hence the bruised and battered mess that she was when we eventually did find her. What state Evelyn is in right now, whether she is likely to survive what happened to her even, we've yet to discover when we enter Judy's apartment, which is the point at which I left the episode last time. Also, in that episode, I did my first job for the guy called Nix, and as a result of bargaining for the book of spells that we retrieved, great name for that thing, I got paid 22,000 eddies. That's the largest amount I've ever been paid for a single job so far. Whether it was my hard bargaining with him, which maybe it antagonised him as well, I don't know. Perhaps we're going to pay for that in the future. But I think he probably needs us more than we need him, since we've proven our worth by retrieving the very thing he was after. He may be forgiving in the future. That's my hope. And just as an aside, the fun of it, the lore, the discoveries, the lucrative nature of doing side jobs and gigs is so appealing. I really want to mix lots of those in to episodes that have part of the storyline progressing too, where it makes sense to do so. I do get lots of comments with people saying don't rush the storyline. You know, you need to do these side gigs and NCPD jobs and all those sorts of things. I am on that same page as you when you make that comment. The fixer gigs particularly are another massive area that I've yet to get into. The city's crammed with things to do. A lot of them are fixer gigs too, tasks, side jobs, call them what you like. The nomenclature is a little mixed in my head, but you know what I mean. And I actually can see a first episode coming up that might be dedicated purely to doing those fixer jobs. So yes, I understand, I agree with you too. There really is no rush with the main storyline. I'm not in a hurry to get through that. I also can't recap episode 16 without talking about the motorcycle crashes. I think we all know it's my nature to be a careful-ish driver in Night City. I don't enjoy driving fast, particularly because I want to look at the scenery and the people and the street furniture, and also partly because I don't have the skills to drive really fast or recklessly. So experimentally, because I'd never done it before, I went for a fast ride, stroke the wind rushing in V's, not my hair, twice. and both times were on wet roads. The first time there was an obstacle, crash 1, and the second time there was a particularly sharp corner, crash 2, which I took at too high a speed, and I paid the price with evening swims in what I'm going to call from now on Rancid River, because it was foul. Thankfully Archie survived, and I also now know that automatic, although not free, repairing happens to vehicles that have had accidents like that. I hope not to need that again too quickly in the future. And I've also had it confirmed that I can use first person view when I'm riding the motorcycle, and I can stay dry and stink free, but only if I drive at a relatively sedate speed, which is my natural comfort zone and preference, which I kind of suspected in the first place, to be fair. It's totally fine by me. It was an experiment. The results were educational. Next time, though, I think I will try it again, but the next time I decide to try it, I'll head out into the wilds where there's less traffic and the pedestrians are mostly in the form of cacti, who aren't going to complain if I crash into them. Right, now let's look forward now at this point to episode 17. Evelyn was really the focus of the last episode. It was great to give Judy and Evelyn my full attention and finally put their story front and centre, having left poor Judy sitting in a van for 2 episodes waiting for me. I totally thought Evelyn might be dead when we found her, and I still don't know, looking at her there, exactly how she's going to fare as we move forwards. I don't know what's going to happen in this next episode either, but there are a few things I have on my shopping list. One is we left that episode on that cliffhanger where we're about to find out what state Evelyn is really in, and I want to continue that bit of the storyline at the start of episode 17, at least until I have an answer to that question. Also, in episode 17, I want to target reaching level 20. It's been something I've been working towards for a while. It needs a concerted effort. If I can do that, if I can earn a bunch more eddies this episode too, then as the part of episode 18, when it arrives, I want to go back to see Victor, get that cyberdeck upgrade at last, make it to tier 3 so that I can use my contagion, which I bought a while ago and has been sitting waiting to be installed. There were numerous comments from people in the last episode about quick hacks and remembering that there are quick hacks that can be crafted and better combinations of quick hacks that can be used. All of that I've kind of been holding off on until I got to level 20 and could do that revisit. And it is Victor I'm going to go to because I haven't seen him for a while, and I want to see Misty and I want to talk to Gary. It's been too long since I saw them all, and they're so proximate with each other. It makes it easy to kill 3 birds with 1 stone. But yeah, I've been putting that off, the upgrading of many things, up to where I reach level 20 and I could do that Ripperdoc visit. So that is an aim as well. And the third and final thing I want to do is to give Panam a call. Now, I've said I'm not going to progress the storyline too much and I'm going to mix lots of other things in, and that's true. I've kept her waiting a little. I'm not intending to pursue her storyline far at all in this episode, but I'm consumed with curiosity just to make contact, just to meet her, to find out what she's like, and to start to gauge whether we're going to get along. So that was the housekeeping and the recap from episode 16. Looking forward into episode 17. Let's go. Right, I've been waiting so much to go through this doorway, which the child very kindly opened for me, if you remember, at the end of the previous episode, and now it's raining for some reason. And it's only, 6:20 p.m. The sky is still bright-ish, although that's awfully dark looking foul smoke being thrown up into the atmosphere there. And yet it's really dingy down here. Judy, why have you chosen to live in this area? Is it a financial thing? Do you just like the vibe of it? Is it like an off-grid thing where you're trying to not be locatable other than by people who know already where you live because you want them to? I don't know. I know we're going in here anyway, so let's do it. That way is Judy's apartment. Talk to Judy is my next instruction. However, there are stairs and I'm going to go down them because why not? Also, is that fluorescent light? The way it's flickering would tend to suggest it is. I think it is. Why did it say talk? Someone just went past. Hey kid, stop.
You got a big dumb face.
I wish I hadn't bothered asking you to talk to me now. Pepe Najaro's calling me. It's all happening. Pepe's the bartender, remember, from El Coyote Coho, whose wife was suspected of infidelity and I helped, but, you know. He says, thanks again. Maybe I don't know everything about Cynthia, but I know she loves me. Expletive everything else, right? Yes, Pepe. Expletive everything else. And I can call him, I've just noticed. He's not going to answer his phone. He is going to answer his phone. Oh, now these are good prompts. So he's a bartender. I can ask him what the latest gossip is, obviously. Whether he'll tell me or not is another question, because the bartenders elsewhere seem to be a bit cagey. He obviously knew Jackie because he lived very close to where the bar was, so he'll have seen Jackie a lot. And also he works with Ma Wells constantly. So if anyone knows how she's really doing in all of this, he will. Let's go top to bottom.
So, what's the latest buzz?
Yes.
If you're here to sift this static, you're in the wrong place.
Oh, it clipped the end of his voice there. That was not me. So he's not going to... There are secrets that people share with the bartenders in El Coyote Coho, but he does not repeat them because he's a bartender. I'd love to know what his perspective on Jackie is, though. He probably, in some ways, knew Jackie better than I did.
How well do you know Jackie?
The guy was a good chum.
Yep.
Used to drop by for a round or two. Or 10. Tough guy exterior donde crack after numero tres. Big dreams in that head. World's already poorer without...
Yeah, it's clipping the end of all these sentences by the sound of it. It's not me. It's not. I'm not doing this. Yes, it is a poorer place without him. Yes, there were big dreams in that head. And yes, the tough guy exterior did crack. And I think Misty saw that too. And that's probably why she liked Jackie so much, because it was a facade. A lot of his persona, the outwardly confident and brash thing, underneath that, he was probably a different guy. She didn't need alcohol, though, I suspect, to get that out of him, whereas Pepe did. So that's good. But the most important one of these, which is why sometimes when I do the blue ones I go bottom to top. This one I couldn't, because the bottom one looks like it's going to terminate the conversation. But I could have started with this one, how's Mama Wells doing? But I wanted to build up to it because this is the one I really want the answer to.
How's Mama Wells holding up?
Physically, never better. On her feet from morning to midnight. Coyote's practically sparked. But, mentally, it's hard to say. It's not like she keeps it written on her face for all to see.
That makes a lot of sense, because given what's happened to her son, rather than think about it and dwell on it in her mind, and it would try to do that, her mind would. She's keeping herself busy. She's cleaning where things don't need to be cleaned. She's perpetually filling the hours still. So that hasn't died down any, which is a little bit concerning. She ought to be coming to some sort of terms with it, even in an initial phase by now. And also the fact that he who works with her constantly still can't discern from her face what she's really feeling inside. She's not sharing it. It's that kid again with a gun. Hello. I hope that's a toy. Ooh, scary eyes too. That was a good conversation, Pepe. Thank you.
I gotta go.
I've got to go. Bye. And Pepe's gone. He didn't say bye back, which is a little bit rude. A little bit rude. Yeah, fluorescent lighting here. And it's flickering. I think it's just possible that some of the tech in this building is so old they're still using fluorescent lights, because they can last for a very long time, those things. And also either something's on fire downstairs or someone's smoking. That's not mist. That is smoke. There are people down here. There are people down here. This lady's wearing a very colourful top.
We got a problem?
No, I'm just complimenting you on your sartorial elegance. I think that's really smart. And this guy's not. Although the pants, maybe.
Do I know you?
No, not really. I'm just this guy who goes around looking at people's dress combinations and offering them advice. I do like the way they kind of work with the shoes. Not so sure about the shirt and the bottle and the sunglasses, because it's dark in here already. Why do you need sunglasses? Huh? Really? This girl over here looked like she was practicing yoga until she saw me arrive. No, she's doing it again now. Or is she just sort of
Why are
reflecting?
you so obsessed with me?
I'm not. It has been said I'm a bit obsessed with NPCs in general. Please don't take it personally. It's not you specifically.
Oh, watch it. You'll swallow a fly.
I did once, a great big one. I was cycling, and it was a good job it was a fly, not a bee. But you know when you've done that, you sort of, in your mind, you can't stop thinking, I've just swallowed a fly. It's on its way down to my stomach. It's still alive at the moment. I should be able to feel it moving, and I can't. And when it gets there, how long is it going to take it to die? And does that mean that I'll be made of, a little bit of me will be made of fly from now on? And intrusive thoughts like that have really, the rest of that bike ride was completely ruined by that experience. There are people down there, but I will go and talk to them later, I think, because I'm going to have to come out this way. I hope I can escape this building this way. I need to go and talk to Judy. That's a good robot. I like that. That's unusual because you don't see pictures of technology drawn very often. I wonder if they're making fun of that robot by drawing it there. There are certainly some words on here I will not be reading out. Some of these words, obviously. And I hate there's a chicken there. That's a picture of a chicken. It's a very good one. It looks a little bit like Roadrunner. The cartoon character, a little bit. Okay, I can't put this off any longer. I've got to go and talk to Judy. Oh, entering new area, Judy's apartment. Okay. What can we discern about Judy's apartment? Well, I love the lighting colour scheme, the blues and the sort of purpley mauve things going on there. Also, the slowly rotating ceiling fan gives it a sort of peaceful, serene quality. The ceiling is nothing to remark on. These are very odd looking ventilation tiles. Some of them mismatch. Does she own this place? Does she rent this place? Does she lease it? I don't know. Did she put this sort of nautical underwater theme here of jellyfish and divers? Or at least snorkelers. That's a repeating motif. It's possible it's been drawn by a child. That one, you could say yes, definitely. And there's a sort of childish quality to the cartoon work. But it is exactly the same as this one that's higher up. So either it was an adult stroke older person who knelt to do that one, or it was a child who stood on a box or some steps to do that one. And also, did I not just see... Yes, I did. The same motif over here, but in black, whereas they are in white. So either this wasn't here and Judy just did it to try and brighten the heck out of the place, or this was already there and she's just not done anything to it since she moved in. That end speaks of Judy. This end kinda doesn't, I don't know. There is a door here. And there is a bathroom. And a laundry room as well. Okay, I guess that makes space in a sense in a small space. There's a readable. Oh, we've read it. 75 Years of Cyberware. We read that one ages ago. I will open it because it'll stop it from triggering again now because it's been opened. What can we decide about Judy based on her bathroom? It's very orderly, it's very tidy. Bonsai takes some looking after. Neatly folded towels. She has a preference for germ ban bathroom products. She uses their Mega Clean disinfecting wipes and their Ultra, not the ordinary stuff, 2 times disinfectant cleaner that kills all types of germs. Not just some of them, all of them. It's very clean, this room. We've been in some dirty bathrooms before now. This is clean. This is Judy taking care. She appears to get her linen baskets from the same place that I do. I'm pretty sure that's my cat basket there. I scanned the cat, incidentally. It came up that you could scan the cat And I'd actually done it anyway at the end of an episode and not mentioned it. Its name is Nibbles, apparently. But then in conversation in the comments with someone, we were discussing cat names, and I suddenly thought, Night Kitty. What a great name for a cat in Night City. So I don't know. I might call it Nibbles. I might call it Night Kitty. I would like to applaud whoever designed this bath. How on earth do you make a surface look so smooth, shiny and reflective? Look at it, the way it's highlighting the overhead light in this room. The way it's catching these little reflections. Look how it's distorting the light from the washing machine there and giving it a yellow quality because it's kind of mixing with the colour of the material that's reflecting the light. Jaw dropping. Jaw on the floor. And I presume this is also the same true about the sink. The tap is dripping in the sink. And it's dripping to a pattern. It's going 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1. And I'm casting a shadow. Exactly the same reflections there, look at that. That's curious because given what I've said about Judy being fastidious and careful, which is evidenced by the rest of this room, the organisation of it, why would she allow a dripping tap to be a thing? Maybe she doesn't own this place. Or maybe she can't afford to get it repaired. That doesn't make a lot of sense because she does earn money. She's got all that equipment at the place where she does the brain dances, the organisation and editing and things of them. Maybe water is a problem in this building. Perhaps there's something wrong with the water pressure. Perhaps it's a scarce commodity. But if it's a scarce commodity, why would anybody let a tap drip? And if you're being billed for it, doubly so. Okay, too many questions. Here comes another one. What was Evelyn wearing when we rescued her? She was wearing a strappy top with like white bands and red or pink coloured bands on it, and not much else. She had a pair of briefs on, some underwear. That was it. I wonder whether Judy has now laundered those clothes here in this very place, and Evelyn's now using some of her clothes. That might explain why there is this laundry here. There's a lot of laundry here actually. Perhaps we've just discovered Judy's Achilles heel. She's very neat, tidy, organised, careful person, except when it comes to laundry. That machine has seen some use and better days, which would kind of indicate that she doesn't want to expend her earnings on things like that. She might on BrainDance tech and publications to read and whatever, but I don't know. We know that she writes in a publication, don't we, as well? Oh, this bathroom's been terrific. I've enjoyed this bathroom. Oh, now then, why are those... Okay, I have a theory about these tiles. So whoever was making this wall of tiles had a break at that point there. They went off and had lunch and they came back and started again at the top. And as they went on doing the tiles that day, they didn't put enough grout in between them and they became mismatched increasingly as they went down. But hey, that's the standard you got. And the joins aren't great in the corners either, are they? But so well done, so realistically done. There is a kind of colour coordination to this place, and it may not be looking at its best now compared to the way it looked when it was first done. All of the buildings that we've seen, all of them, have things about them which make them look old. And I've just spent, and I don't know how long it was, quite a while in the bathroom of Judy's apartment, and there'll be people saying, what are you doing? These things don't matter, they're inconsequential. They are consequential to me because they help me flesh out my perception of the character. That bathroom has taught me things about Judy. And maybe it's almost also taught me things about Judy's relationship to Evelyn. God, it's going to take me 1,000 years to get through this game. 1,000? That's an underestimation, you're all saying. This is a kitchen area that does have a readable in it. I'll go to that in a minute. I'm going to do it in an anti-clockwise direction for a change. I love Night City. Is she being sarcastic there? That's not surprising though. BrainDance time. She lives for the idea of brain dances and what they can be. Not necessarily, I'll take that, what they are, but what they can be in the right hands, how they can be used. We haven't read this one. Rewiring synaptic pathways. Okay, that's a curious title because given that Evelyn's had these hideous experiences, is that why Judy's reading about the possibility of rewiring synaptic pathways to change the way that her brain remembers things and thinks about things? Chapter 1. The Future of Neurotechnology. The 21st century heralded a worldwide revolution in neurotechnology. We, as a society, can no longer imagine an existence without technologically heightened senses, enhanced memory capacity, and pain modulators. By linking our neural systems with computer chips, we are capable of learning complex skill sets in seconds, then subsequently forgetting them again the instant they are removed. Today, after nearly 80 years of increasingly incorporating these technologies into our daily lives, we must now ask ourselves, what comes next? In recent years, the academic community has reignited discussions on possible new methods to influence brain plasticity. Is it possible to create permanent neural pathways using coprocessors? Can we expect a breakthrough regarding dopaminergic data manipulation in our lifetimes? If so, what will be the consequences? The probable emergence of commercially viable artificial neurotransmitters would undoubtedly reshape the health science field, yet would simultaneously introduce a potentially destructive tool to most governments and corporations. The field of plasticity manipulation remains in its infancy, but most experts agree we should prepare for a future in which such neurological rewiring will become as commonplace as the cybernetic implants used so pervasively today. Studies should begin exploring now how science can adapt our bodies to optimise the effects of this technology while minimising its abuse and potential unwanted side effects. That would make sense if she was reading about the cutting edge of changing the way that brains think, being able to influence them. It could be a medical tool to mend broken minds. Is that how she sees Evelyn's mind now? As broken? Okay, I will tiptoe round the kitchen island. There is a menu there. Is that what it is? It is a menu. What can we have for food? Today we can have grilled sausage or burgers or spicy pizza. Or those spicy pizzas in red, so maybe it's very spicy, so perhaps not. And I'm not even going to talk about the cost of orange juice. I'm glad this is orange squash that I've got on my table, not orange juice. That much orange juice would cost quite a lot, even now. That much for an Americano. Hasn't even got milk in it. Obviously, we have a machine for satisfying our cravings. There is also a robot. I like the decoration in here too. Turbo Dracula sounds great. I hope they come back because I missed it the first time around. Below Deck. Oh, these are venues. Opens at noon. And Riot, of course, we've heard of Riot. Divide by Zero. Singhad Studios presents. But she's got a robot on her desk. What's she doing messing with robots? I didn't know she was into that kind of technology. And we have a readable, which I will read. It's a Thornton owner's manual. She has a Thornton. She must have. Congratulations. I hope it wasn't the one I stole. You are now the proud owner of a Thornton. We are proud to offer our Thornton guarantee of reliability and convenience at an affordable price. Before you embark on a new adventure behind the wheel of your new Thornton, please take the time to read this owner's manual. And it's a very familiar looking manual. Table of contents, instruments and indicators. 2, anti-theft system, although I can't think why someone would. 3, seats, seat belts and rear view mirrors. 4, lights and warning lights. 5, starter, transmission and brakes. 6, ventilation, heating and AC. 7, engine and driving tips. 8, the one I needed last time, what to do in an emergency. 9, maintenance and care. And 10, service and warranty information. That's so familiar. That could be a list of contents for a manual now for a car. They say the future's always 30 years away, don't they? It's always further than you think. Some things change and some things don't. What else have we got in here? Oh, more aquatic artwork. There's a theme here now, and this is then down to Judy. There's no way that she could have just walked in here and inherited that and then not wanted to change this. And also we have what looks like, and it is a tank of fish, and there's Judy waiting for me. I won't keep you waiting too long. I've just spotted more readables. I'm wearing a red shirt. Let's do the red one first. Oh, we've read it. It's Confessions of a BrainDance Addict. Why be me? Read that one a while ago too. Cross your fingers. No, we haven't read this. The Green Death. The Green Death. The weathered man peered into the eyes of the young nomad, as if trying to divine his thoughts. Don't misunderstand, he said. I don't mind unexpected guests, but you must recognise when a man lives alone in the middle of the desert, he has a right to ask uncomfortable questions. The boy wouldn't make eye contact, instead glancing nervously through the window, as if expecting to spot an armada of battle drones coursing straight for him across the night sky. I'm running away, he muttered after a moment of hesitation. From Green Phantom. He's been following me since Yellow Creek. The old man didn't move a muscle, save for a twitch at the corner of his mouth, revealing he knew more than he cared to admit. You have nothing to fear, he said softly. The Green Phantom only comes for the worst criminals. If you hold regret in your heart, he'll forgive you. He'll offer a second chance. The boy's anxious demeanour suddenly turned to a rebellious grin. I regret nothing, and you, old man, you don't have the faintest clue what you're prattling on about. You're wrong. I've also met the Phantom once before. The tenderfoot nomad's eyes widened in surprise for a brief moment. It seemed as if there was a question at the tip of his lips, but he refused to ask it. It's late, the old-timer said. You should sleep. You're exhausted and need to gather your strength before you continue running, if that's what you choose to do. My home is open to you for the night. The boy uttered no thanks. Without a word, he stood and entered the small, dark bedroom where his host had prepared a bed. To find his way, he switched on his infrared, then immediately froze in place. There was a body lying in the bed. He edged closer until he could discern its shapes. A pool of cooling blood, withered hands contorted into unnatural angles, the vacant dead eyes of the old man he had only just been talking to in the other room. Suddenly the walls began to emanate an otherworldly olive glow. The boy could sense a figure enter the bedroom and stand behind him. If you regret nothing, hissed a cold, emotionless voice, then why do you flee? Then, black, the world of the young nomad plunged into darkness. Judy, she loves her supernatural novels as well. Oh, wow. Okay. She's patiently waiting for me there. Can I even just get close enough to this tank to see it without triggering her? Because it looks like she's going to talk dialogue to me any second. Fish. We've got fish. And it looks like the fish... Oh, look, they disappear. They have no thickness to them when they turn sideways. And they seem to be in circles. They're like in little groups. Can you see that? I think they're in like 2 concentric circles following each other around. That is so clever. I like the oxygenation effect. And there are some fish elsewhere that are doing their own thing too. That's really cool. So a definite nautical theme in the way that Judy has decorated and prefers to live in her living area.
At least I think she is. Her eyes are closed and she's not shaking anymore.
Okay.
I would have already killed her by now if I didn't feel so bad for her.
I'm going by your posture here. Feet slightly apart, arms folded fairly fiercely. And you know what? Judy's face can have a softness to it, and it hasn't got it there. That's not a happy Judy.
How's she feeling?
Use your imagination. That place sucked every last drop of humanity from her. It's not enough. She already gave up everything she had. I just kept taking more and more. She's in some kind of trance, like she's folded into herself. No reaction to her surroundings whatsoever. I really didn't want to poke around in her head. I did it for you. I just want you to know that.
I was trying to think what on earth to make of this. She will not have wanted to go poking around in Evelyn's head, but on the other hand, if she's going to help Evelyn, she has to know what happened to her, precisely what happened to her. It can't be guesswork. Also, if she's going to be helped, is it Judy who's best placed to do this? Or would it be somebody like maybe even Victor, a Ripperdoc, might know a way of getting in there and sorting out, repairing, whatever else has gone on? Clearly it's on Judy's mind. And look how she's pacing. Look at that. I am being stared down. Oh, will you look at that? That is pent-up anger right there being worked out of her system.
I need to talk to her.
Listen, I know you've got some serious questions that she's got the answers to. I mean, if I were you, I'd want to know too. But it's just not gonna happen. She's completely out of it.
Oh, hello.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Always the helpful comment. She looks completely out of it, and I don't think I can zoom completely because now I'm in a dialogue option. She is wearing different clothes, so that theory bears out that you've lent her some of your clothes, which I would expect you to do. I can tell you're mad at someone. I think you're mad at her, not me this time, for a change. That's good. But why?
You're mad at her? Why?
When you asked me to scour her behavioral chip, I was just about done dealing with your shit.
Judy, I didn't have any
I know.
other...
It's okay.
So I don't get why...
You'll find out in a sec. I'll show you the virtue I found.
Oh, heck. Really? So, how many of these things did you find? We'd assume that she'd maybe been used in one BrainDance. Possibly, I think she was intended for that demo BrainDance that the client inquired about. I think she may have been the subject of that too.
How many BDs did you manage to rip?
2. Only one of them's intact. Understandable, though. The rest... well, they're in the same shape as Evelyn right now.
The rest? How many of them were there, for goodness sake? Oh, maybe things have been far worse than we imagined. If only we'd got there earlier.
Guessing you saw them already.
Yeah, had to wrestle to make sense of the whole thing. But I don't want to say anything and taint your perspective. You should go in with fresh eyes.
Okay, so you're not completely sure what it is you're seeing then, is that what you're saying? And you want 2 independent views to make more sense than you telling me what you think you saw already so far. Let's do this.
Okay, show me.
Give me a sec while I set the parameters.
And so saying, she's off to that.
We'll find out if our doll really did lose her tune. Come on, V. I'll be the first to admit, this does not look good.
It doesn't. I've got an option here. I can sit on the bed. Also, I spotted a readable down here. Let me just check this readable out. We've read it. I'll click it so it goes away and doesn't come back. pain editors and mortality rates. That's another curious readable to find in this situation with Evelyn in the state she's in. Has Judy been looking into how to ease any residual pain that she's feeling? I can sit. Are you staying for this? That's somewhat intrusive. So, Evelyn, is there a part of her body that isn't bruised? Some people said, why are you so concerned about Evelyn? The thing is, one person at least said she's a bit like Dexter. No, I don't think she is like Dexter. That's the point. They were both trying to manipulate what we were doing, but I think Evelyn was, up to a point at least, straight with us. That she did want the chip for her own purposes, we don't know what, but she wanted that chip. And we just got caught up in that. I don't think she intentionally deceived us about anything. Whereas Dexter, yeah, I'm not so sure about that either. I don't know where to stop here. I'm going to go with the top blue first and work my way down. I am not going to go with the yellow yet.
Hey, how you feeling? You need anything? I'm not here to nag. Just talk.
Absolutely no response, but then Judy did say she's virtually catatonic. Her mind has just set up a wall, I think, to defend herself from thinking about what happened. Nevertheless, it would be really helpful if we could penetrate somehow and at least get something out of her.
I know it's a bad time, but I gotta ask.
I don't like doing this.
You got any idea how to remove the biochip? Or know anyone else who might?
I don't like doing this. It's pressing, isn't it? It's pushing all the time.
Listen, Evelyn. I really need your help. It's important. If I don't do anything, and do it soon, I'll die.
You're right. This is a complete waste of time.
Honestly. Always the glass half empty. The only options I've got left are standing up or touching, so I'm going to try... I don't know, is this wise? He's thinking about it. Gently. Whoa.
Well now, look at you.
I swear, if you don't start being a little less acerbic about this... Evelyn.
Hey. How you feeling?
Yes, we've asked her that already.
Need anything?
V.
I'm not here to nag. Just talk.
You're right. This is a complete waste of time.
It is a complete waste of time. We're going to stand up. I mean, trying wasn't a complete waste of time. This is now Evelyn. In the fetal position. And we are off to see Judy. I guess it's in here, since this is where it's showing us to go.
Have a seat.
Thanks. Do you mind if I have the Brosif lager too? I'm not going to drink it now, I'm just going to sell it later or do whatever with it. I should scan in here. There is nothing revealing beyond the seat. This is what I was talking about. This area of the house, I really do like your thing going on over here. That looks very high tech. This area of the house is where the money gets spent. Will you look at this? How many monitors is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 at least. And she has a screen, which I can use. I can jack into this. There's a lot of stuff on here. Excuse me, Judy. Let's look at your shopping list in files. High index contact lenses, boys with sensors, neural signal augmenter, idea, pain circuit breaker for dolls. Once the max pain threshold is reached, the session automatically shuts down. Client receives a fine. This is the way her mind is working now. Because of what happened to Evelyn, she's determined this will never happen again to any other dolls, and she's thinking about this piece of hardware stroke software that can prevent that and punish the people who try to actually sort of continually give pain to one of the dolls. And messages. We have many messages. Help. This is from Evelyn to Judy. Hey, it's been like 1,000 years since we saw each other. What's up with you, girl? You still cooped up in... I'm sorry, it slipped there. Susie's basement? Still with Maiko? Hoping at least one of those things isn't true anymore. So I've got a tiny favour to ask. Okay, it's more like a humongous favour. Super important to me, but should be a breeze for a geek like you. Holler back at me. And then Judy to Evelyn. Mind straight up just telling me what's going on. This got anything to do with your previous messages? And yes, one of those things isn't true anymore. Evelyn, back to Judy. I need you to scroll a virtue for me. That's it, I promise. In exchange, I'll make sure you don't have to do anything for the rest of your life but art. Let's just meet, okay? Where can I find you these days? And Judy replied to Evelyn, Susie's basement. So that was the one of the two that wasn't true. And then we have working with us. This is from channel N54 to Judy Alvarez. Hi, we're the biggest TV broadcast channel in NC. Some of your BDs recently fell into our lap and we're really impressed. We'd like to offer you the chance to work in a young dynamic team of artists like yourself with flexible working conditions and the chance to create an eye-popping portfolio. Let us know what you think. Best wishes, Nichelle Wands. And Nichelle Wands got a reply from Judy. No, she didn't get a reply. She tried again because Judy didn't reply. Hi Judy, did you receive my last message? We'd really like you to consider our offer. And then Judy finally did reply to Nichelle Wands, working with us, tersely. I assumed no answer was enough. And Nichelle, back to Judy, said, Hi Judy, of course, I understand. Let us know if you change your mind. They're after her. She's skillful and they're after her. This is Roxanne Sumner to Judy. Hey, I had a really weird sesh with the client. I met him at a bar when I was offline. He said he'd been coming to me exclusively for a few months and that he wanted to get to know me. We talked a lot. He's a corpo. He said his job isn't that different to mine because he also has to put on an act all day, like he has to play golf with his boss who he hates or whatever. He seemed kind of nice. Now he wants to meet up outside of Clouds. What do I do? And Judy's reply to Roxanne is, take him to Lizzie's so we can keep an eye on you just in case and keep a stunner on you. She does look out for these girls. She does look out for them, doesn't she? Oh, not again. Work with us, Judy. Someone else wants her. This is from Sing Had Studios, who I think we just saw a poster for. Hi. We're one of the biggest movie production studios in the world. We'd like to offer you the chance to work in a young, dynamic team with flexible working conditions and the chance to create an eye-popping portfolio. Best wishes, Rajiv Roy. And Judy's reply was, stop messaging me. And then we have actor. Hey Ev, this is from Judy to Ev. I'm looking for a BD actor. Client wants as little chrome as possible. Age doesn't matter. Know anyone who'd be up for it? Eddies aren't spectacular, but they're not terrible either. Evelyn back to Judy. I'll ask. Judy to Evelyn. That's it? 2 words? Everything all right? And Evelyn to Judy. I don't know, Judy. Everything's been nagging at me lately. Starting to think I wasn't made for this. Sleazy clients, porn, poor conditions, eddies. Wasn't meant to turn out like this. We deserve more, don't we? Okay. And then I up from Evelyn to Judy. Hey Jude, sorry about earlier today. I was at Susie and you took the flak for it. Judy back to Evelyn. I know you. Know how you work. But you played the wrong hand. Evelyn to Judy. I know. Judy to Evelyn. Talk to her again once you're both chilled. I'm sure it'll be fine. Evelyn to Judy. I doubt it. And then compensation. This is from Judy to Sydney Roberts. I'd like to explore my options about an unlawful juvenile detention when I was 16 years old. I'm pretty sure I'm owed some kind of compensation. I'm looking for a lawyer who can take this on this case for 10% of the awarded sum. Sydney Roberts back to Judy. Hello, can you please provide more details? How are you so sure the sentence was unlawful? Judy replied, I was convicted for stealing a fire truck and for the illegal use of property belonging to the fire department, except I didn't steal that truck. I found it in a scrapyard and fixed it up. It took me half a year, but when I was done it looked better than factory new. They busted me on my first ride. Nobody believed that I didn't steal it. Sydney to Judy. Winning compensation from the city council is extremely difficult and, in my opinion, not worth the trouble. Judy to Sydney. So you don't believe me either? Thanks for nothing. That's my feisty girl. Okay. Right. That was me saying we don't really know Judy. Why did I crouch there? I'm going to go and sit. We do know more about you now. I'm sitting. What do you want?
Right. Roll it.
Data was in pretty rough shape. Not all that editable.
Okay.
Glad you managed to salvage them in the first place.
Needs a second to load.
Right, I'm ready.
Quality's lousy, but I did what I could.
We're brain dancing.
What am I looking out for? Every single piece of tech I see? Security?
We need a layout of the whole room. We will get everything else we need from the virtue.
What about his messages?
Only if you can do it and be parfait bourré. It's most important that he suspect nothing. Try to be your usual, relaxed self.
And if he starts talking about the biochip himself, should I...
Biochip? Where you hear this? That is not of interest to you. You spin the virtue, you come back here. We give you the eddies. That is your one job. The rest is none of your concern. Understand?
Right. So, this is the person who engaged Evelyn to do her part in getting the chip. But Evelyn knew more than the person who engaged her to do it realised she knew or thought she should know. That could be very important. And I need to rewind. And then I'm going to go into edit mode. And we'll take a look at this thing. Look for clues starting at the beginning.
What am I looking out for?
Take a look around if you want.
Got it. Well, there's stuff showing up already.
Can't see your face.
Under normal circumstances, that kind of encryption's easy to crack. But not this time. Whoever she is, she's got serious net running skills.
That, or someone's working it for her.
Yes. Yes, good point. Possibly the same people or persons who attacked Evelyn at Clouds using net running skills. There's something else showing up over there on the wall.
I think I recognize these.
What are they?
Vive markings.
You familiar with them?
Not enough to know what they actually mean. Heard of who might use them, though.
Who?
Could be the Voodoo Boys, but that's just a hunch. Can't be 100% sure.
The spine-chilling Netrunner crew? Hard to find, because they don't want to be. I wouldn't know where to start.
Okay, now that makes sense. Dexter said when he inquired about Evelyn, he was warned off by the boys from Pacifica. The boys from Pacifica, the Voodoo Boys, then? That makes some kind of sense. I need to move forward to the next important bit here. But basically, Evelyn's one job was to gather intel sufficient for these people to do what they needed to
Might not be important.
do.
Maybe. But All of them are from Pacifica.
Yes.
Now's down our search at least.
What now?
Looks like I'm going on a field trip to Pacifica.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We've nailed it. That quickly? We didn't need to go into anything else. The biochip, you really shouldn't have said that, Evelyn. I think that was your mistake. Using those words in the presence of that woman may have sealed your fate.
All right, think we got everything.
We're out of here. Excellent. At last, we have a direction.
What do you think?
I think all of those things. I think I know why they tried to flatline her, because she knew too much.
Now we know what happened to Clouds. They're the ones who tried to flatline her.
Yes.
Launched a nuke at her ship.
So it was punishment? For getting played by her?
She knew more than they thought she knew. Couldn't let that go.
Yep.
So that's who she was running from.
I think so. It's like 80% of the puzzle is in place, but there are still irritating aspects. Hey, you wanted me to take an objective look at this, and you were nodding when I was saying that, because I think you came to the same conclusions too. I know you're upset. Keep it in check while we sort this out, okay? We're on the same team.
The woman who hired Evelyn. Any idea who we're up against?
Your guess is as good as mine. Sorry, V.
Now that would have been really useful if you'd managed to get something out of that part of the BrainDance, which I didn't, because I didn't recognise them at all.
What's up with you?
I think what I'm going to say next might upset you, is what's up with me.
Looks like Evelyn never told us the whole truth.
You're telling me? If I'd known what she'd gotten herself into? I'm so mad at her.
Her only job was to record a virtue.
Yes.
It's pretty damn amazing she managed to organize a full-blown heist. And swipe the biochip from under her boss's noses.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where you came in. She hired you. And brought this all on herself. On you two. There's one more recording.
What?
Wanna see it?
Oh, it depends what it is. Is it something hideous?
Sure, why not? Nothing can surprise me at this point.
I wouldn't say that. I would not say that. Oh, I need to sit up on my chair. Oh, I hope this isn't something revolting.
Manzé pas enragé. En plus, c'est plus bon moyen nous gagner pour nous arriver sur yon au bout. Faut que nous prenions chance là. Vous gagnez plus bon l'idée? Très bien. Si vous décidez si c'est bon critiquer ça me pense, à continuer à faire travail ou.
What language is she speaking?
I don't know. Haitian Creole? It is the Voodoo Boys.
Didn't I... Wait, let me see if I've got an auto-translator. Meantime, you try to tune into the phone's frequency. See what the other side's saying.
Okay, I get this, because the layer in the BrainDance editor which is showing most interest here is the audio layer. So let's go into... Are we in editing mode? I'm going to go into editing mode and rewind it. And try and see if I can... It's not that part. Let's go to the first part. I might have to fiddle around a bit. Who's got the phone? You've got the phone, haven't you? We still can't see a face of this person. I'm leaving perception range. First of today's orange breaks have now been done. I'm going to go into the audio layer. And now I do have a signal. There it is. Let's go look at it. And play forwards.
Got it. Give it a second.
I'm ready. We have to know what they're saying.
We have to know what they're saying. It could be important.
Fine. Just found the auto-translate package.
Excellent. Let's do this.
Get along fine with your system? I'll install it now.
Well, I think I've just been upgraded. So now we can move forward and listen. Yes, you were right. She's too smart for her own good. Will she bring us trouble? The response was she wouldn't dare. I wish I shared your confidence that Silverhand will lead us to Alt. You have a better idea? Good. Then if you're done questioning my judgment, you can get back to work. We're out of there.
Okay, Judy, we're good.
That's good.
All right, disconnecting.
That's pushed it a little bit further on.
I don't get it. What's this have to do with Johnny Silverhand? He died, like, forever ago. V, you got any idea?
Oh, I knew she was going to ask that. I know a secret. Do we tell her? Or do we hide the information from her? Why should we hide it?
V, get it together.
I am trying to make a big decision here, Judy, which is whether to trust you forever going forwards. And trust hasn't worked out well so far for me in this game. Is that Johnny over there pacing and smoking? I can either go down the middle or
What's up with you?
go directly for one of the answers, and I'm going to tell you the truth. This is it. I'm putting a lot of faith in you.
The biochip we stole. It's got Silverhand's engram burned onto it.
Engram?
Digitized psyche. Personality construct. Can you give me a minute? I need to go over some stuff. In my head.
Of course.
In my head. He means with Johnny, doesn't he? Stuff in my head. And she's left. Who is still here? She didn't know about engrams and putting them onto chips and implanting them into people's heads. That's how secretive this technology was. Even Judy, who's right close to this kind of thing, did not know. I need to
know who they are, who the woman is.
Talk to Johnny.
Any idea how we find them?
Fuck, V. I've been dead the last half-century. Sorry if I'm unable to hand you all the answers on a chrome fucking platter when you snap your fingers.
These people, what could they want from Alt?
How the hell should I know?
Got no notion whatsoever?
One way or another, everything leads back to that Netrunner. Finding her's our biggest priority. If she knows as much as I think she knows about the chip, she can help us out.
Thought you said nothing could help us.
Nah, just find us that Juju wirehead, okay?
I've got to go back to talk to Judy again, apparently. This is so weird. There are an awful number of strands dancing around in my head at the moment. Why has she got this robot on her desk? Why is there a robot on your desk? I still do not understand. I didn't scan your apartment. No, there's nothing revealing there. There is, however, this over here, which I did not see.
You got any idea how to get in touch with the Voodoo Boys?
At this point, surely her interest in this would have concluded. Which is why I think, why are you even interested, is a legitimate question to ask first.
Why? Worried they'll give Evelyn up to him?
Yeah, could be.
No. I didn't trust you at first, but... Well, if you wanted to get back at Evelyn, you would have done it already.
So why the worried look?
I want it all to work out for you. You got a plan?
Are you coming onto my side now? You're actually starting to care about what happens to me? Have I got a plan? I have no plan at the moment.
What's up with you?
I'm trying to think of a plan. I'm trying not to look like a dork.
I'll ask around, make a few calls. Let me put it this way. The Voodoo Boys wouldn't trust a cat if it walked onto their turf. But someone's gotta know a way in.
Well, good luck. I hope you won't need it.
That is my kind of response, where people say, you know, good luck. If you're relying just on luck, you've got problems. I am gonna...
V, get it together.
I'm trying to think how to say goodbye. I'm gonna say thank you.
Thanks, Judy.
No, V. Thank you. You're a good person. Evelyn could never see what was under people's skin. If she could have gotten to know you a bit better, then... who knows? Things might have turned out differently.
Will you stop talking about Evelyn as if she's dead? That's disquieting. What was this thing I found over by the fish tank? I didn't even see it. Oh, we've read it. It's new release BrainDances. Of course it is. She's bound to want to read that sort of stuff. We'd actually seen that one before. Hang on. Hang on? What just happened over here? I was over here a minute ago. We now have a... knows her robots.
Didn't know she dabbled in robotics.
Now that's fucking Shimra. Think that's how she winds down?
After a day's work of tuning hardcore smut? Wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, look. We can now see what's on the floor. Maybe it is. Maybe the practical side of technology appeals to her too.
Huh. Interesting.
Place looks like a fucking antique museum.
Then I guess you should feel right at home.
Funny.
Chick's got taste.
That all you have to say?
And she's nice. 6 out of 10.
Sorry, nice gets 6 out of 10 from you. Oh dear. Now there was a readable here which went away. So I'm just going to pause for a second while I go into my journal area where it stores readables, and I'll see if I can find it, because I didn't want to interrupt Johnny there speaking to dive off to look at it. Back in a sec. Okay, I found it. It was buried in notes under tech thingy notes. These are notes that she made for herself while she was mending the robot. I forgot to change the notifications in the pressure gauge. Add an automatic reset when starting it up. Tracking module froze underwater again. Probably the waterproof case is blocking the signal. Fix, make an opening for an antenna. Connection loss with the barometer when set at bathymetric mode. Fix, add an automatic signal to switch back to the last position before connection loss. And we're out of there. Incidentally, whilst I was on that screen, someone is going to say you have unspent points. I know I have unspent points. Don't forget what I said at the very start of the game, this episode, that I'm aiming to get to level 20 during the course of this, so that I can then in the next episode make a visit to a Ripper Dock, and all that good stuff, including the spending of points, can happen at that point. So we are now leaving the apartment. Johnny, we're done. Let's go. I love Judy's apartment. I thought it was fantastic. It shows tremendous personality. Job complete. Double life. And we're now moving on to a new job, and I'm not going to actually trigger that new job at all, because once I get outside... Hi people, glad to see you've not moved any. I did nothing. I said nothing. I did nothing. I just want to get outside at the moment, into the fresh air.
Don't rub me.
No one is. It's raining still. I love the rain effects in this game. Look at this puddle, for instance, here. You can see the rain accumulating, and if we actually zoom in on the puddle, you can see the circular patterns, the spreading of the little waves, but because it's raining so heavily, it's destroying them before they can get very far and creating new ones. The colours have gone very strange. There's a brassiness to what light there is here. It's like there's a low angle of some light source coming from somewhere. Behind all that, there may still be a sun shining. It's 6:27 p.m. But it's just causing this sort of brassiness on metallic surfaces. the way it's reflecting off. And the streets have got this wet and sort of grimy and gloomy look to them. It's coming in at an angle too. And where it's nearest to sources of light, you can actually see the raindrops against the lights. That's a neat effect. I like that very muchly. I'm wondering now where this rain is going to. It's gathering in puddles. Do we have drains? The job is complete. Human nature, thank you. Excellent, that's good. Good to know. I didn't stop to speak to those people because I wanted to get outside. We've been in an hour or more in Judy's apartment. Delamain, I'm pleased to inform you that your vehicle has been repaired after suffering an unfortunate accident. It can be found in your garage ready for use. I wish you a good day and thousands of collision-free miles. How terrific. Oh, I've not cleared messages here. Nix. Yeah, that was when I got paid from Nix. I probably should have been in my phone clearing these messages. Good, thanks, that's excellent. But my car's mended. That's fantastic. I mean, I still have got to go and see Delamain. I need to go and call him and see what's cracking off down there. Also, I want to change my job to call Panam now, because that's going to be the next story-driven bit that I do. Yeah, the rain is fantastic. Where does it all drain away to? Look at the shininess there on the curb. Some of the surfaces, like the asphalt, don't reflect light as much as the concrete that's been used or whatever in the actual gutters here where the rain's draining away. And what about the people in all of this rain? I can't not go and look to see what effect this is having on them. Can I find some people who are... These people are walking towards me. Don't run me over. Thank you. That one's eyes are burning in the dark over there. The people are actually wet. Their skin is wet with the rain. And their clothing has taken on a sort of dark look, like it's sticking to them. Look at this guy's shirt. That is amazing. Is it just him? No, she's got rain on her face too. Look at there by her hat, where her hat meets her forehead. You have impossibly small feet. I just want to say that. Police officer coming my way. I've got to be a bit careful about observing the police officer. I'll stand still and let him walk past. I'll zoom in so I can see his skin, which is... If I whiz round fast enough. Yeah, he's wet. He's shiny. Someone's got an umbrella down there. The thing that doesn't seem to have changed is the pace at which people are walking. Hi,
Hey.
Claire.
I don't think I know you.
I know Claire.
I'm Claire. You might not remember me. Bartender at the Afterlife?
Uh-oh. Forgot to close my tab?
Bar has a buzz about you lately. As the merc who's reliable, gets things done.
Okay.
And since I need help,
Okay.
need a driver for street races. Drop by my auto shop, I'll tell you more.
All right. I'll try anything.
Your garage, where is it?
In Arroyo, on Valley. Lovely spot, you can't miss it.
Alright. I'll try not to.
If I'm not there when you arrive, just hang. I'll show up after my shift at the After.
Okay. See you, Claire.
She's friendly. And isn't it weird the way that these people have lives outside their working lives? I'd never thought about Claire having a life like that. I thought she was just going to be a person I met in the bar from time to time. But no. Also, the lights look shining on the road where it's been raining too. The rain effects are stupendous. And I need to see more of them. So, what happens with buildings and rain? Does it drip off them? Does it run down them? I can get on the pavement. I seem to be jittering along here. What happens to windows? Well, it's running down these metal stanchions. It's actually running down them, look. Oh, okay. Oh, look at that! That's amazing. Alright, I thought the bathroom blew my mind, but that's really done a job on me there. I need my map, is what I need, because, right, what I want to do is fit in 2 or 3 jobs from where we are at the moment, because we are on level 19. And remember, one of the stated aims of this episode, and we're over an hour into it already, is to get to level 20 so that next episode I can get to the Ripper Dock and avail myself of the improvements that become possible, tier 3 stuff for a start, when we get there. So I'm going to go to this assault in progress. Yes, that one. Don't turn it off, turn it on, and let's mark us out a path. From where I am, I've got to cross the road. Everyone's really annoyed tonight. It could be all this wet weather. Some people have come out. You see, you've been caught without the right clothing, haven't you? Really, admit it. You didn't think it was going to rain. You didn't read the forecast, did you? And now your clothes are sticking to you. Have fun getting out of those into something else when you get home. Okay, I put a quick pause in there because I stopped for a drink of orange and took the opportunity to have a comfort break as well. It's still raining. We'll cross the road and head down here. This is a quieter place. The traffic and pedestrian nature of that road up there does not seem to be mimicked on this section that I'm on now, which goes off down this hill. This is the correct path, however, it is an awful place. The amount of rubbish down here. Piles of mattresses lashed together with ropes, soggy cardboard. The stuff that's in these bags, it better be waterproof, because otherwise it's going to be one heck of a job to clean it. And how long has this stuff been here even? Plus this car, it looks like it's everything that could possibly be stripped from it of any use to anybody has been stripped. And I'm kicking rubbish bag as I walk along because it's so annoying. People of Night City, you should take more pride in your environment. That's an awful lot of police officers. And what's going on there? Is he wearing a badge? He's a police officer too. Is he? He is. He's a beat cop talking to a Tiger Claws racketeer and a Tiger Claws tiger. And the policeman walking past didn't seem to worry about that. I'm intrigued now. Hello?
Where? Down at the station. Guy carrying it was white. How was we supposed to know?
Don't think you understand the fucking game, pig.
Relax.
Whoa.
I'll take care of everything. When? 2 days. Tops. All I gotta do is go to the station, and I... All you gotta do is not fuck it up. Your salary sure as hell won't cover scratch like that.
This is a corrupt cop. He's in league with the Tiger Claws. Oh, this is the sort of stuff that Barry quit for because he just couldn't stomach it anymore. And those 2 other cops just walked straight past. I need to carry on. I can't let myself be distracted by this. Now, it looks like I've got to go up some stairs here, and I'm not sure whether it's down there or up here. I'm now thinking it's up here because it's triggered the automatic thing saying you're not far away. Those stairs then, yeah. But that's pointing straight back at where... Are my bad guys up there? Oh. Oh, hello. There's someone walking around up there. I don't think I can get a fix on him. Or her. I cannot. But one of the things I also wanted to do and didn't talk about in the start of the intro was to use my double jump. Now I've got those legs, so what I'm wondering is there a way I can... If they're up there, and they seem to be more over to the right of where I am, can I get round the back? Let's try it. Okay, that worked pretty well. Oh, God. There is a guy up there. Did he see me? I don't think he did. Tag and ping. Do you have friends? Oh, you have friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 6, maybe more. How many of them can I see? None from where I am, which is why I need to get to a higher vantage point, which means I've got to make friends with these people here, who I don't really know. We haven't been introduced.
I don't
Hello.
believe I've had the pleasure.
And neither do I. My name is V. What is your name, and where did you get your haircut? Is that it? That's the extent of your social pleasantries? I could talk to this guy, see if he knows any more.
Hey there.
Hi, do you know anything about what's happening over on the building next to you where those guys are walking around with automatic rifles?
Just leave, okay?
You want me to leave? Are you concerned that I'll get you guys caught up in whatever this is that's happening over there? I've only got the one of them tagged. That's not good. Maybe I'll try and see if you can help me. I think I've had this conversation a few times. I don't need any more spare change. It makes a bulge in your pocket. Yeah, it does, and that's how they wear out. In the days when we all carried change around, everybody knew this. That eventually it wore the lining out in your pocket and you got a hole, and then the hole got bigger and you were losing bigger and bigger coins.
Fuck, I'm sure.
No, really, that really did happen. So it's been good talking. I'm glad we've had this little educational break. I, on the other hand, want to use my climbing and jumping ability to get me up here. Oh gosh, have I got to be careful. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making this up as I go along. You're going to have to forgive me. My plan is to get round the back, because most of them seem to be, and I don't know why I'm pointing with my finger because you can't see where I'm pointing. As you're looking at the screen, they seem to be to the left upper quarter, and I want to go to the right upper quarter because I think that's going to afford me some sort of protection. And my legs will do it, although I've just noticed I am not on the building I thought I was on. There's a bit of a drop. Is that wide enough to actually stand on? It looks like it sticks out from the building a bit. Look at that rain effect. Weird, just look at it. Isn't that the most beautiful thing? Anyway, this way. So, I'm going to double jump, which was sufficient to get me onto a very narrow ledge. I'm now in a hostile area. I don't know what I'm doing. He's much lower down than me. That's good. That's the guy I tagged, and he was significantly above me when I started, so I must now be fairly much higher above him. But how the heck do I get up there? Can I even do that? Try it. Oh! Nearly. Again. Yes! Down, 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 down. O and K. Assault in progress. What do we have that's pingable? Ping it. Oh, they're right behind me. Oh, good grief, they're right behind me. They're so right behind me. I can't stay here. I'm going on the roof. I'm going to try and get on the roof. Ow, I've sat on some barbed wire. Ouch, my bum. Yes! I'm on the roof. I say yes. This is too adventurous for me. This is too adventurous. Nobody saw me. That's so good. Right, now we can get properly tagging people. There's a good 6 of them. There may be more. I'm hoping. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's ping you. Let's ping you. I mean tag you, not ping. I know. Sometimes I use the wrong word. Don't you ever do that? Don't you? Well, you're perfect then. That is a really long way down. I would say that's a fatal fall distance. Probably best not to. Hey. Is that what I think it is? I don't know why I'm standing up. Can I do this from down here? I can. Jack into this. I haven't done one of these in ages. Okay, I'll pause while I have a look at it, and I'll be back when I've had a look at it. Okay, I think I have this one, so let's give it a try. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. We're off. 1C has to be followed by E9, has to be followed by E9. Yes! Did it in 4. I'm happy with that. I'll be even happier if I don't get shot. Now, at some point I'm going to have to start taking these people on. Can I just do an extra ping and see if it reveals... Let's look and see what we've got. That's pingable too. Let's ping that and see if it connects to anything different or anyone different who we've not seen so far. There's one underneath us who I can't get to at all. Right, now my feeling is this is a good vantage point because I've almost got visuals on 4 of them from here, so I could launch an attack from this point and simultaneously put 4 of them under pressure. Like that. Let's go. That's gotta hurt. One, I don't think is going to do it. I know some people say you can afford to wait, but my location's being traced, so I'd rather not. If I've got the capacity to do a second attack, that one needs one there. It didn't do it in 1. Then I shall do it. She's on the way out. That one's in cover and can't be seen now. This one's coming out of cover and can be seen. There, so you can have another dose. And so can you, and I'm now spotted, but I think with a bit of luck, got you. You can have that, that will finish you off. I'm now being shot at, so I've got to be a little careful. It's this one here who's causing me problems. She knows where I am. And I'm betting, and I'd probably better do another ping at this point. Can I ping from this? I think I can pop over this side again and I'll ping that. I just want to see where that other guy was who was inside the building. Still inside the building, hasn't come out. Yeah. So this one on the outside is the only external one that I need to worry about just at this moment, and can have another attack. It worked so well with the last ones. And you're gone, and now there's one left, and I need to distract you and get you out of there. So I will look to see if there's something I can use as a distraction that might get you out. What about one of these? Let's try that. This is another new tactic because I haven't tried this before. Is it going to do the work though? Is it going to actually pull this person out, or is it too far away and it won't work? I don't want the radio. Sometimes when the radio's on it's helpful, and other times when the radio comes on you sort of think, no it didn't. Oh, he's out there now though. The body brought them out. How excellent. Aye, aye, aye. Special talents. However, your special talents will not save you entirely from repeated doses of that and me being able to take shelter, which I did. A lot of experience points went into there. That's good. We're still on level 19. We're not there yet, but the chances are things are looking good. I think we can risk going down there now. I think I shall. I should be looting. Hello. I can stand up too. I've been squatting all that time, I just realised. Very good, very good. Here is the big reward, which I'll go over and get so I don't forget to do it. There's an archive conversation in it as well, which I shall read. And it says the archive conversation is between Michiko Ogata and Kazu Inukai, I think it is. Michiko, I'm waiting. Kazu, crate with the items on its way to you, plus about 50 doses of glitter. Michiko, next week make it 200. Michiko carries on. Hell, I'll take 300 if you can swing it. Of glitter. Kazu, 2 more things? Michiko, yes. Kazu, the terms with the badges have been settled, and the samurai wants you to put more kids to work. Michiko, the children are recruited, already running. Don't worry about the badges. We pay, they keep us hidden. I wonder if that was part of the corrupt conversation we overheard down on the streets, as they say. It could have been, couldn't it? These ammunition containers were quite full. That's good. There's a laptop here, which I can use, and contains 2 messages. Merch for what? This is from Samurai to Kazu. Kazu, we're doing what we can, but there's only one of us for now. The lab can handle around 50,000 a month, that's it. So if you ask me, I'd leave Westbrook. They got their own toys anyway, and focus on the slums. For Watson, I think we'll need around 30,000 hits. Santo Domingo, 15,000. I'd try to sell 5,000 in Haywood, worth a shot. But it's up to you. And you're a winner, which I think we've seen before, which is about people being given, prizes for using Kinoshi optics. Okay, I'm going to close that. And I'm going to pick up this, which is a vinyl record. Someone's just left it there. How dare they? Just leaving it on the floor where someone can stand on it. Sacrilegious. I will go downstairs now to where we dealt with all of these people and their weapons. Something I've noticed. I'm carrying too much. It's alright. There's a drop point over there. I can see it. I'm going to go and use it very shortly. I will still pick up everything I can pick up. It's not going to matter now. I have a cyberware capacity shard, another broken weapon. I have your weapon there, which is also broken, and I will take your tier 1 components. Another guy in here. Something else I've noticed about these people is, and it happened by accident, that at the end of an episode I'd done some of this killing or something. I went off and came back a little while later, and the people who had been moving were no longer moving, and they wouldn't scan either. And I don't think it was that they died, because I don't think the overheat is a killing thing. We've all agreed it's an incapacitating thing. In the comments people have pointed this out. But I think what the game might do, if you've left these people for any length of time, is to kind of turn them off so that they're not consuming resources within the game engine. That's the way I'm sort of thinking this must work. It's a really clever thing if that is how it works. There's possibly, I think there might be another body down here. There it is. Yeah, it kind of turns them off so they don't consume any resource. That's the way I'm anticipating this. I could be completely wrong. I don't know. I'm not a game dev. But that's the way I thought about it afterwards when I noticed it was happening. All of that was very good. I could have probably turned off the radio because it was annoying. Right, next on the map, I noticed when I was selecting that NCPD thing that there is a fight. Now I think this is one of the ones that the coach way back in episode, I don't know what it was, when I was fighting the robot and he said, you're pretty good at this, you could fight if you wanted to. I think this is the gig that he actually then set me up to do, beat on the brat. So I'm going to go into my journal list and just see if I've actually now selected that, and I have. It's only 77 metres away and it's higher up than I am. So, do you know, I'm wondering whether I can even get to it just from up here. Oh, I know what I did say though. I said I needed to go to find somewhere to get rid of this heavy weight. So, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to walk down to street level, dump all these weapons, and then I'll be back with you. Okay, I'm back in. I've sold off all the weapons and dismantled junk and done all that good stuff. So now I've got to get up there, which looks like it's just basically higher up from where I am already. I'm wondering whether, in fact, I could just... now I've got double jump. I'm just thinking about using double jump all the time to get to places instead of walking. Let's go up this way first. I do apologise. I think I may have just jumped on somebody there. It's up this way. Let's go. I need something to stand on to do that. I can't just... let's start off on one of these machines. There we go. That's probably better. There we go. That makes far more sense. I'm not even sure I need my double jump for this, but I'm going to use it anyway. Because it just felt good. Oh, what's this? It's a little shelter someone's built for themselves with some of those plastic chairs that we see at the dump sometimes. I need to go up still. I think I'm there. 15 metres. Find the ring in Kabuki. I found the ring in Kabuki. Okay. What happens here?
I know where I'm gonna strike before I do it. Typical. Knew I'd say that.
What's going on here? These guys aren't even touching each other. Scan. So, these are just ordinary citizens who are standing around. There's a readable over there. Excuse me. Is it a readable? Oh, I've got to read it afterwards. Okay. Remember that, please, everybody. Let's just check and see if there aren't any more. I can't see any more, but I will talk to you guys because I don't sure who I'm supposed to talk to.
Fight. Which one of you's my guy?
Me!
Wasn't expecting a tag team, but whatever, I guess. So, who do I got first?
No. You don't get it. That body and this one, I'm the same person.
They're twins.
What? I'm seeing double?
I used to be twins, which you could probably guess. The twins had a close bond. They wanted to be closer, stronger. So
You're
they
not
installed
twins.
neural oscillation syncs. And now they're, well, me. One person, two bodies. My bodies do everything together. Everything.
I've got to fight both of you? Oh, question.
Really do everything together, even under the sheets.
I have one girlfriend for both bodies, if that's what you're asking. Shared between both.
So, what? One takes waist up and the other's on booty duty?
No, she's with one body Monday through Wednesday and the other Wednesday through Sunday. Prick.
Isn't that a bit unfair? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. One of you gets 4 days, one gets 3. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? This game, what it does to you. I am not fighting you for $4,000. I'll fight you for $8,000. I'm pretty well off eddies wise. I haven't looked recently, but I'm pretty sure it said 90 or 80 or 90,000 eddies.
Fine, but we're raising the stakes.
94.
Fair. See no problem with that. So,
I've got
can we get started?
I've got to remember how to fight. I'm fighting 2 of them. Oh, okay. I think I can remember the basics.
Show me what you got.
I think. Angled away. Okay. Let's be offensive. Take the guy out. Come on, just concentrate on one of them. And no. No haymakers. I'm going to block as much as I can. He's down. One's down. And tag team. Oh, gosh, that was harsh. Tag team, tag team. First person is a bit tricky when you're trying to... I'm leaning sideways. I leant sideways to try and avoid it. And he's down as well. Yes.
Stop. I give up.
I bet you could hear my controller noise there on the microphone.
Had enough like your brother, or hungry for more?
That ain't my brother. Oh, that's me. Jesus, what's so hard to understand? Here, your winnings.
Everybody liked that fight. They're all admiring and nodding. Look, they're going, yeah. Thanks very much. I'm glad you're on your feet. Are you the one whose head was temporarily buried in the pavement over there? That was super. You want more?
Oh. Don't worry. There's always the next fight. Stop
there is.
Talking to yourself.
20,000? I'm on 106,000 eddies. That's something I wanted to have ready for next episode as well. And going to the Ripper Dock. This is going well. This is going okay. I'm going to ask them. Coach Fred, he heard you whoop those twin freaks. Good work. Keep it up. Thanks, Coach Fred. That was too easy, guys. Now I'm going to say, can you read your own thoughts?
Listen, out of curiosity, you guys can read each other's thoughts.
No. Same person, same thoughts.
Stereo.
If that weren't the case, I'd be on schizoid meds.
Good point.
Incredible. Well, it's good to see you transition from circus ring to boxing ring.
Steady.
Give me a break.
We don't want to start another fight.
Hey, sure the Ripper didn't swap anything else out? Felt like I was fighting against 4 left hands.
Fuck you!
Okay, I think we've extended our rage upon them enough. Was this where the readable was? Please make it one I haven't read. Archive conversation, Paul and Will. What were Paul and Will talking about? Paul. Me off. Almost everyone still thinks I'm 2 people. This is them. Will. Though to be fair, not even sure why I'm still using this old message thread. Paul. Force of habit? Guess this is my dear diary now. Anyway, I'm thinking I need nicknames for us. Wait, no, us, I mean both my bodies. Will. Yeah, gonna need those for all the gonk brains out there who will short circ if they have to use one name for both of me. Will. Maybe something about brain hemispheres, left and right? Paul. Yeah, that's it. I'm a genius. Will. I just need them to sound like real names, so probs something exotic. Otherwise I can already hear their cringy jokes. Mr. Right, more like Mr. Wrong, or hey Lefty, your other half is all right. Will, etc, etc. We can use a random dictionary, translate left and right, maybe Portuguese. Gah, which we? I sound like a schizo. I mean me, I will use a random dictionary. Certo and esquerdo, right and left. Easy, exotic, and only Brazilians and peeps with integrated translators will ever catch on. Will replies, pretty slick. Not like anyone I know blows their eddies on that foofy non-combat junk anyway. So username Paul was changed to Certo and username Will was changed to Esquerdo. Oh guys, I'm not sure you made a wise choice in doing that. I'm really not. Okay, so that was good. That was the first fight I've done, and it was pretty lucrative too. I want to get, I think I'm going to go this way because it means I can use my double jump to jump all the way onto the pavement here, not landing on anybody going past. I should have thought about that. The consequences of landing on a police officer when double jumping could have been dire. I'm going to go back to my map. There is one more NCPD gig down here which I'm going to do. Time is going on, I'm aware of this as well. So let's get to that. I think we can walk it. I don't think it's very far. We've got to go this way. It stopped raining. When did it stop raining? I hadn't even noticed. And then we've got to go down there. Stairs. Correctly saying turn around and go this way. Hi. Please don't move because of me. I'm not really after anything you've got. Particularly. Then I go down these stairs. You okay? You're just having a break. Hi.
It's all a shitstorm anyway.
It is pretty much, isn't it? I think that's a fair summation. If you were like a politics major, then if you wrote that in your essay, I don't know how they'd mark it, but I'd have to agree.
Oh yeah.
I'm not bad. You were right. Could be worse. You know how it is. Hey guys, what's going on here? It's a plastic chair convention.
You want something, Chum?
Yes, I want to get to the next NCPD gig so that I can make myself even more rich. Oh, hello. We're playing a game of...
Easy level. Let me play it. You can watch.
Are they playing Go? Okay, they're not making moves. I think we're going to be there a while. We've got... oh, there's people going through the trash down here. I feel bad about picking up that pack of cards, but I'm going to. Hey. You okay? Looking round furtively. Ooh. He stopped then when he suddenly saw me. Okay, so basically looking for cans that can be, I don't know, recycled? For money, maybe? He's very furtive, as if it's not allowed. Doing what he's doing isn't something you're supposed to do. And the other person who was here doing it has gone. So they've been scared off completely by it. So many of the people walking around Night City seem to walk with difficulty. I don't know whether it's the footwear or whether it's the fact that they are in some way incapacitated. Turn this corner. It's a little bit further than I thought it was, but I'm happy walking because it's night time and it's all taken in the environment, isn't it? How's business? He looks wet, doesn't he? His clothes still look wet. I don't think that's necessarily entirely a finish on the clothes. Why? You've got a very distinctive face. Are you meant to be somebody I should know? And why are you roasting Brussels sprouts? I can't... Well, I don't know. I was about to say I can't think of a worse thing to do with them. I probably could. We're back here at Cop Corner again. But we've got to go down this way again now, this time. And I'm going to use my double jump again if I have to. I have worked out, and I think someone mentioned this too with double jump, that if you time the second press for the apex, the peak of the first press, then actually that works quite well. This is not far away now. It's suddenly got very close to us. 25 metres and above. I have to be very careful. Is that pingable? No, it's not. Surely it should be. Is that pingable? Yes, it is. I'll ping that. And we will discover there are numerous bad guys inside, possibly inside that structure. Here we have someone who's on the outside. Right, now. Ooh, careful, careful, careful. Her patrol route brings her all the way over here. I'm thinking that this little alleyway where I'm standing is not a bad place to be. There aren't too many civilians down here. Are you okay, by the way? What's wrong? She looks petrified.
Huh?
Okay, that's not good. Someone call this girl medical help. Ooh. And I've just antagonised her friend. I am going to... I didn't mean to do that. I didn't even know that was a thing that could be done. I'm just going to run away up the hill. I don't want to fight her. I'm supposed to be fighting the NCPD thing. I'm supposed to be sorting that out. I'm just going to get to a distance and let that die down, which it now has done. I didn't even know that was a thing. I was just trying to be helpful. But I guess perhaps I should have scanned them both before I did. Anyway, as I was saying, I hope she doesn't hold a grudge. Oh, maybe she does. You're talking to the stairs. The person you're talking to isn't there anymore. Plan. Instead of going up higher than them this time, what I'm going to do is bring them to me. So I will go back up here and use this thing on the corner. I will ping it. She's already tagged. And I am going to overheat her right now. She's on overheat. 1 and 2. That will probably be sufficient, I think, to kill her off. She's gone. Now if I can get... There's another one. Him. I'll overheat him the same way before he can attack me. They're going to trace me any second. He's gone too. I will quickly ping this again to find out if anyone else is coming out. Maybe, yeah, there's one. The more of them I can deal with up here, the more I will, but however, that's just not become a possibility anymore. Run, everybody! Scatter, people! Don't stand there with your hands up. Maybe he can't hear because he's got headphones on. Let me go. I'll get in front of his face. Run away! Run away, friend! His parents told him those things would be the death of him one day. Oh, now you can't do that. That was a bit foolish. They look like on the minimap they're remaining on the higher level and not following me down, which is okay, that's acceptable. I don't think... Ooh, whoa, whoa. I don't think I'm going to get out of this one without using a weapon. You realise I haven't used one? Now, let's just see. I'll go back in there again and ping that, which will help me locate where they are. There they are. There's one. He's made the mistake of getting in within view. And he's coming down the stairs too. That was just completely foolish. I was never going to allow you to come down those stairs at me. No, 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 no. Here comes his friend, who's also now attackable. I can't wait until I can chain some of these quick acts together more effectively when I have... Two didn't do the job, yes it did. Here's another one. When I have done my upgrade and I've got level 20, we're not far off. Look at it on there. Look at the indicator for level 19. Whoa! Do you mind? I was looking at my indicator for level 19. Just because of that, I'm going to initiate an overload and see if it kills you. Probably won't. No, it didn't. Alright then, okay, we'll do it the old-fashioned way. You can have an overheat. He's just jealous because everybody else got them and he thought he was going to miss out. And now he's not jealous anymore. Here comes my next one. I am here. I may have just rendered the thing I was using to ping inoperative by overheating it. I've just realised. We learn by doing. I'll put a trace on you because now there aren't many of you left. It's possible you'll disappear into some nook or cranny or both where I can't get at you anymore. Take that. And you're dead. You dropped your weapon a long way there. I don't want to die. Was it you saying that? Because it's too late if you did. Now, how many are left is the question. Is it safe to go up here at all? Should I in fact have in my hand a weapon? Not that one. Not that one. That one. I'm very light now because I got rid of an awful lot of weight. Did your weapon really fall all the way down here? I can't quite see where it went. That's not it. That's a pack of cards. I'm collecting packs of cards today. Here we go. 2 weapons fell down here, in fact. No wonder they're broken. Well, not all entirely broken, but broken enough to make a difference. Right, what else can I use here? I can ping that. Let's just see if there's anybody else around who I've missed. I don't believe there is. I don't believe there is. I think I can walk in here now with impunity and take all your components and weapons, safe in the knowledge that no one's going to jump on me. And pretty soon you will be motionless as well because the game will have turned you off. If I've got that right. I'd love to know if I have. I don't think there's any way of finding out. That's saying that there's a body over here. Is it yours? It is yours. I'm very sorry. I nearly missed looting your body. Do forgive me. It's a terrible social error to make. Now, I've just got to find where the box or container is that contains my just reward for all of this. Having said that, there are other boxes here with quite useful things in. I don't even stop to look sometimes what's in them, because I think it's more important just to get them collected. Oh, crikey, I nearly didn't look in there. I would have missed out on my Elastiflex utilitarian glasses. Utilitarian glasses. There is probably... I mean, there's something hidden around every corner, isn't there, in this game? But not this one. No, I think I've just got to go back. Don't trap yourself in here. You'll wish you hadn't. And find... Oh, here we are. There was something in there. Some more ammunition. And find... Is it this? It is this. It has 2 messages on it. Is that all? I need your help. We'll do the bottom one. Dear Good Samaritan, I am desperate for your help. My name is Lavisa Kalkanen. I recently lost my job as a custodian at Euro Business Machines because I was in a horrible accident last May. Now my implants are no longer compatible with my nervous system. I lost function in both legs, right eye and my left hand. Surgery is too expensive for me. My daughter's very ill. My new baby is blind and deaf. It is my dream to show her the world, but I know I cannot afford treatment for both of us. I humbly ask you for a small donation to buy new Kiroshi eyes so that my little angel can see her mother and sister for the first time. I will not forgive your mercy and generosity. Lavisa. I don't know. What do you think? Do we think that's real? Do we think it's one of those, things that you get occasionally, spam things that come in? Reward. Oh, hello. Reported crime, protect and serve. Track job. That job's complete. Michiko to Eddie. Eddie found a spot where we'll leave the scratch for you, sending you the coords and attaching the code to the stash attachment. Just divvy it up fair and square, don't need any fighting over scraps. And Eddie replied, anything you like, my sweet Japanese queen. By the way, had an idea. We could carry your merch around Kabuki in our patrol cars. Nobody's going to go looking for stuff there, right? Smart her, because you'd have to pay more for that. It's again, isn't it? Again, the police corruption thing. And Michiko to Eddie, don't get greedy, Eddie. We'll be fine. All you got to do is keep quiet. And there were no queens in Japan. Okay, so I now have reached level 20! Yes! We've reached level 20! I'll close that laptop. Save power. Ah, that's terrific. And did it not say that there was a little job that appeared there? Look on the map. Look on the map. If I press the right thing, I'll find the map. Yes, that's a new NCPD thing. That's linked to that one. Go to the police stash. Are we talking Eddie's? I mean, I'm on 108,738. I've reached level 20. I've got 2 ability points and 7 skill points ready to be spent. I don't need to be in this building anymore. Can I? Is it worth risking jumping over there? I don't want to get too cocky about this because, I've only just learned to jump. I don't want to be foolish about this newfound ability. I think I can jump over there though. Yeah, that was doable. And then maybe I could jump onto those. Yeah, that was doable. And then maybe jump down there. Aha! Let's go and find... I've probably jumped down and I need to jump up. I've just realised. I've literally just realised it's probably above me. Put your gun away. Don't be foolish. It's sending me backwards. I'm going to go backwards on myself and follow that route. I've probably got to climb back up there, but it was good practice descending It's sending me that way. It is. It's going to send me back up the stairs. Then it's sending me through here. Then it's saying go up the stairs. You couldn't make it up, could you? And then it's going this way. No, this is a different part. This is a slightly different part. I'm back here again. I am back here again. It's just round the corner and across the street. Up here. Follow the blue line. That's what the line is for. I've also been told in the comments sometimes that it's not perfect and that the navigation can go a little bit odd on you. Like here I've got to go that way and then it's still above me. I've got to go up. I can climb up here. I can do that very thing. Is this it now? It's on the same level as me. It's not even showing a distance. I think we might be there. Oh, yes it is. We've done it. Reported crime, protect and serve. This has gone really well. And now I'm trapped in this little room and can't get out. This has gone really well. Can I jump over that? Oh God, that's a long way down. Don't do that. Just do not do that. I'll pick up those tier 4 components now becoming available. Oh, look at the glass in these windows. That is the coolest thing. And the position of the objects inside the room sort of distorts as you go from panel to panel. I don't think that's condensation. I'm not sure what it is. It's like a... Maybe it is. Perhaps it's misted up. Perhaps it is. It's a shame we can't go into that building. It looks really, really cool. I'd have liked to have done that. Right, now look. I am going to do something now, which I haven't done for a while, which is to go home. I need to get down there. I think I can probably drop to a balcony and then that's not too far to drop. Maybe it is too far to drop. I'll jump onto the stairs. That's okay. That was alright and then I can go down here. Hey everybody, you never guess what I've just been doing. Vaulting over stuff. Call my bike. What I'm going to do is go home. Because I don't want to call Panam and be travelling to her, particularly at this time of night. So I'm going to get on my bike and I'm going to, I don't know how far it is. I guess it's not too far, is it? No, it's not too far from where I am. Go to my apartment. I'm going to drive through the night. I'm going to pop into third person view because I want to look at my vehicle headlights in this rain that is now falling again. I thought it had almost stopped. Let's get a bit further away, that's better. And I'm going at a more sedate speed this time, about 40 miles an hour, 45, 50 maybe. Oh, okay, so that was a quite sharp turn. Look how the beams of light from the bike spread sideways there and kind of split. They cut through it. The rain. He's got to be extremely uncomfortable riding as he is. It might be nice warm rain, I guess. That's better. We have some shelter at last. Straight on here. It just gives you the feeling of being under the really bad weather. His clothing, I would imagine now, is getting soaked. Something going on there, but I'm not too minded to intervene at this point. Pick your fights, someone said. I've had several. I've achieved what I wanted to. I've got to level 20. I'm pretty rich for Eddies, and I'm nearly home. Character animation's quite good on the bike, so you sort of get the feeling that you're part of it when you're driving. It moves quite well, it responds quite well to the controls. It takes a little bit of getting used to, that's certainly true. Okay, let's get off the bike. I'm going to leave it there. Oh, do you know what I am going to do? Something I didn't try last time. Get back on. I'm going to try pressing R1. Crystal coat is not available on this vehicle. Okay. But if I just tap it, the rims light up on the bike. I'd been advised that it did something. Okay, that's good. I mean, if I'd known that, I'd have used that effect while I was driving on the way back. I do like driving at the night. You sort of, the audio, the engine revs and the roars, and it's all distinct from the background noises that you're getting. And if you are driving in first person view, that camera angle makes you feel more immersed in what you're doing. Too immersed sometimes. You get a bit of a sense of tunnel vision. I am heading up to C. I'm going to call Pan Am while I'm in the lift, I think, actually. Let's do that. Telephone. Call Pan Am Palmer.
Hello?
I know it's really late. I'm sorry. I've only just realised it's midnight. It's me. I'm V.
This Pan Am? V here.
V who? V where? How did you even get this number?
Now, do I tell her I got it from Rogue? Or do I tell her I got it from the Afterlife? She's not very friendly with Rogue at the moment. But if she thinks I got it from the Afterlife, then she's likely to put two and two together and work out it was Rogue. I've got to be so careful here. I wanted this initial contact with Rogue to be a good one. I'm going to say I got it from the Afterlife.
From someone at the Afterlife.
She'll know.
So what is it you want?
Actually, wanted to talk about what you want.
Is that so?
The merch you lost, and your ride. You want it back? Let's talk.
That's so. Rogue and confidentiality.
She knew.
I might have known. The rail freight yard on Benita Street. The one hugging the city line. We'll meet there.
See ya.
Right, so at least her annoyance is with Rogue, not with me. Because Rogue was the one who gave her, who told her, you know, that things were going to be confidential and then they weren't. People are still, you're still pumping iron at this time of night. I'm going to call you Spike because of the t-shirt you're wearing. How's it going, Spike?
Yes?
Have you been pumping iron all evening? You've lost the will to speak now. It's a good punk shirt. Oh, okay. This really is a guy of few words. I'm not going to bother wasting time on him. I need to get to my room.
Wait, don't tell me that's a Jin Gucci dress.
Would you rather I lie?
How did you get this? Did you sell your kidney or something?
What?
Maybe.
For the record, it's gorgeous, but that many eddies? Was it really worth it?
I've got no regrets. There's no shame in wanting perfection.
Yes, and that's how you earn the eddies, I think, that everyone's wondering now. Whether your job is so highly paid that you can afford to spend a goodly proportion of your wages upon something like, I will not walk past that, even though it's only tier 1 components. We're dismissive of tier 1 now, aren't we? How you can afford to spend a large proportion of what could be your income, otherwise, on clothing. And we have reached my domicile. I'm going to go in. Hi. Hey, room. Where is my cat? Has anybody seen my cat? Night Kitty's not in his basket. Oh, I'm upset now. Where's Night Kitty? Night Kitty, where are you? Where's Night Kitty? Ah, don't tell me it's run away. I know it's its bed. I'll go to my bed instead. I'm going to go to sleep. I've decided, because it's like 12:55 AM, I'm going to get a good night's sleep before I go to meet Pan Am the next day. So we're going to wait till, Let's make it... Oh, this is so twitchy. Oh, good grief. We'll go for... It's almost impossible to do, actually. Because as you take your finger off the... Oh, that'll do. Nearly 7 in the morning. We're going to get 6.5 hours sleep, something like that. That'll do. We'll awake afresh. As you take your finger off it, it sort of moves. It doesn't stay where you've left it. Right. That's us. We're up. And we've got the radio, which is playing, but not making much sound. I'll check the computer, but I doubt there'll be anything new on it. No new messages. I'm not sure whether his computer ever gets any new messages. I would like it to, because I think that would be a really good mechanism in the game if you were constantly being given some updates. I am going to do a couple of things while I'm here that I've been waiting to do for a little bit. One is this. In wardrobe and clothing, I've been wearing this helmet for a goodly amount of time, and I don't want to wear it anymore. I want to change to wearing a baseball cap again, because given some of the things we've been through, I think it's probably got pretty nasty under there wearing that hat. So that's done. Also, whilst I'm here, I want to go and have a shower, because the benefits of showering, I've been told, are better in the morning than they are in the evening. So let's do the shower. That's now happening. I don't think it matters how long you stay in the shower particularly. I think the benefits happen immediately that you've had it. It feels better. I feel fresher for everything I've done. I'm now a little bit concerned about my cat, though. What's happened to Night Kitty? I can't see him anywhere. I suppose he could be out. Cats have lives too. He may have gone out and left me here all by myself. Why have I never noticed that before? Greetings from, is that Des Moines? Jump in the urinal and stand on your head. I'm the one that's alive. You're all dead. What? Say what? I have never noticed that before on his desk. What is that? What does it mean? And where's my cat? I'm going to go and look round the corner and see if... Night Kitty, have you seen my cat? Have you seen my... do you mind? Have you seen my cat?
Some of us got no time to chat.
Yes, are you trying to rhyme with have you seen my cat? Because it's not scanning very well if you are. The food is still there. Amazingly, even the cockroaches won't eat that. It's got to tell you something. I don't know what it's made of, but my cat isn't there. Oh no. Right, I've had a little look around and I can't find the cat. I've looked in rubbish, I've looked behind machines, I've been around corners, I've been to the sort of places you might find the cat hiding. If it's gone territorial, if it's gone off exploring and marking its area out, scenting it, then it could be anywhere. I've just got to rely on the fact that it was feral, it was wild, and now it's not, it's found itself a home, so maybe it will prefer to come back if it has gone a wandering. I don't know. I mean, I gave it a bed, so you'd think the bed would be the thing that would encourage it and make it want to come home. It's just like the basket that Judy has for her clothes and things, and I've put food down for it here too. So those dishes I spotted while we were in here earlier, and they've got food in. Well, that one's full. That's a water dish, isn't it? And I think it's got water in the bottom. So I don't know. Oh no, I mean, I did leave the window open. I heard a cat. Are you out there? Do that again. Do it. You can't have gone on the ledge. It doesn't go anywhere that side. That side does though. Oh my god. It's a ghost of a cat. Oh no. Did you go out there after a bird? An imaginary bird, because there aren't any left. But then there won't be any cats left if you die. Actually, that's a point. We need to find you a mate. We need to find you a friend. If you're still with us, that is. I should have scanned. It suddenly occurs to me. Scanning was the thing to do. Look what I've just found. Have you been there all this time? I'll swear you weren't there. Stop waving at me, little black and white cat. I'll swear you weren't there last time I spoke to you. I tried looking for you. I called for you and you didn't come. Where were you? Look at it. Like milk would not curdle. You're just so cute though. It's hard to be annoyed with you for very long. I should have called you Wormtail, I now think, looking at what I've just seen there. Oh, thank heaven. Don't do that again. Okay? You scared me. Right, I've got to stop somewhere, and I think that's where I'm going to stop, because I've achieved the things that I wanted to, that I knew about, and more, actually, in that episode. I have got to level 20. That was a major thing. That opens up the possibility at the start of episode 18 of going to see Victor. He is the Ripper Doc I've settled upon. Get my cyber deck upgraded, do various other upgrades too while I'm there. I've got the money to do it because I'm well over 100,000 eddies, which is terrific. I have also got to look into seeing Misty while I'm there and talking to Gary and seeing what the situation is between us and Alpha Centauri at the moment. I need to also do two other things. One is to look at crafting in the downtime between this and the next episode, and I'm just going to get off here and put myself back on big view while I'm talking to you. I've got to look into crafting, which is to see how that works, how I can use the components that I've got to, and the blueprints to make stuff that could be useful. I haven't got to forget as well, I've got Contagion Tier 3 waiting to be used, because I bought that a while ago before I realised just that crafting was actually probably a cheaper and better way to go. I should have a fair number of components and parts, because I've been collecting like there is no tomorrow. And that's one good thing, I haven't spent any of those, so they should be there. I've got also to think about whether I want to chain any of these things together in an effective way. Now, I know that some people have said Contagion works well with Overheat, and I kind of knew that, which is why I picked it. But I'm asking you to hold off, please, on the advice of what to do when I get to the Ripper Doc, what to improve, what to spend my eddies on, what to focus down on. I've also got some ability points to spend. I've also got some skill points that have got to be allocated, and I will do that as well at the start of episode 18. So all of that will happen then, but between now and then I'm just going to look into crafting. I'll load the game up like now and not make any progress or anything, but simply go into the menu so I can have a look at it and work out how it functions, how it works. The other thing I want to do in the downtime between now and then is think about Panam. Now, I wanted to meet Panam, at least make an initial contact with her. We haven't physically met yet because I had to stop there. I think that's going to be a much more prolonged and detailed thing when it happens. It's more involved. What I want to think about is, if the cat will shut up, I can still see the screen with the cat, you can't see this. What I want to think about with Panam between now and then is the same sort of thing I thought about with Judy. When I initially met Judy, she was distrustful and suspicious and all those things towards V, because she wasn't sure of his motives and actually thought his motives were completely wrong. She assumed she just lumped him in with all the other people she'd met like him, she thought. And it took time for her to stop thinking of just herself and Evelyn and move towards thinking about V and his problem. And she does that now. She genuinely does want V to thrive and get through this alive. I think she's become like a friend, almost. Now, we're not at that situation with Panam. We only got to that situation with Judy because of the way we treated her, and the decision choices we made, I think, probably helped as well. I want that situation to happen with Panam. At the moment, she doesn't know me from anybody. We've already made one choice in the lift, which was, do we go with telling her outright that it was Rogue who gave us her contact information, or do we use a little subterfuge and say it was someone at the afterlife? We went with the lesser one, someone at the afterlife, but she saw through it. Thankfully, her ire was directed at Rogue for being less than careful about her confidentiality rather than at us. That was just pure luck. That could have gone the other way. I don't want it to be a matter of luck. I want it to be a matter of considered alternatives. Think about what tack we should take when we're presented with things like that. Also, I've got to consider how Johnny's going to take this, because was friends with Rogue, and he might not like the idea of me trying to minimise Rogue's involvement in this. It's complicated. A good reason to stop now and have that downtime. So look, I don't know how long this episode's going to be when I've edited it. Thank you very much for watching. I will be along with episode 18 at the usual time next week. See you then. Bye.